Yeah, let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to episode 39 of the Casual Try Hard podcast. I'm Brian.
And I'm James.
And today we're talking about Brawl.
Brawl for all.
That's right. So we're going to talk about all the Brawl precon decks, what we did to them to change them. We went hard on some because we were excited about them, and others we went less hard.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I like the Jund one.
I like drawing cards.
Yeah.
So reach out to us if you have some ideas on how for some of the decks, or give us what you think you want to do to them.
Yeah, if you want us to take a look at a list, or if you got ideas for the show.
Yeah. So you can get at us at Twitter at Casual Tripod.
You can find us on Facebook at Casual Try Hard MTG. You can email us at show@casualtryhardmtg.com, and check out our YouTube page, Casual Try Hard MTG on YouTube. Yesterday I put out a deck tech on Rakdos Adventures list that Brian had tweeted out, and evidently a lot of people saw it. So
yeah,
if you're into that stuff, let us know and we'll keep making it.
Based on my 5,000 unread emails, people still send emails.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but are they all spam?
Not all of them.
All right.
I don't read a lot of my emails, clearly. But, yeah. So, we're here in live Technicolor in the back of the Myrtle Beach Games store.
Yep. This is going to be a video episode on Myrtle Beach Games' YouTube channel.
Yep.
So make sure you go check that out, and you can watch all of our set review videos and that kind of stuff.
And this is the point where we put up our hands, and Juan does something. We don't know
Who knows what's
here. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
A boat.
It could be Porky Pig.
Porky Pig in a boat.
It could be Porky Pig in a boat.
We're making Juan work today. So thank you, Juan, for all the sight and sound magic today.
Thanks, Podcast Dad.
Yep. For arena stuff, later this week I'm going to put out a new sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So look for that. I'm going to kind of base it on the Star City Games Day 2 meta, plus some...
so it's going to be all Golos.
13 slots of Golos.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to get some goldfish data in there as well, to try to fill out enough decks. But we're going to have something for you to start working on and churning through shortly.
Yep. Make sure you guys are doing that. It helps everybody out. The more data we get, the better the conclusions we can draw and give you guys content that you want.
Yep. So we're going to jump right into these Brawl decks.
Yeah, so what's Brawl?
It's like standard Commander.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. It's a format that Wizards kind of threw at us like a year ago, right, with Dominaria. Kind of died off a little bit. I think mainly because there wasn't a ton of great support for it.
And Brawl's busted.
Brawl was busted also. Brawl.
Yeah.
Barrel. The chief of compliance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chief of unfun magic.
Yeah. Also, I think the games played out less like Commander than people had anticipated because there were some cards that were missing, namely board wipes and some of the mana rocks to fix your mana.
Yeah. And there weren't a lot of multiplayer focus cards.
Yeah. So Wizards has kind of fixed that with these precon decks. Most of them include some type of board wipe. They all have a command tower and a new mana rock, Arcane Signet, to try and fix your mana, and hopefully let people brew a little bit now that those cards are technically legal. Yeah.
And if you get one of these decks, all the cards in them are standard legal.
Mm-hmm. There's some good cards in them too.
Yeah, so now some of them don't do anything in standard.
Right.
The Arcane Signet and Command Tower don't do anything.
Right, because you don't have a commander.
But there are rares that are playable in standard, or could be playable in standard, that are only available in the Brawl decks.
Right.
And there are a reasonable number of good-ish standard rares that are in the deck.
Yeah, they all have a shock land in them.
Yes.
So that's half your investment is in the shock land.
They have a shock, and they have a scry land, and they have a temple.
Yep.
So Brawl is mostly a casual format.
Yeah, there's a lot less competitive light shed on it. it's not really meant to be a competitive format. It's meant to be more for funsies. And we'll get into that in a little bit here about how that ties into like upgrading your Brawl deck. But it's more importantly, it's going to be on Arena, right?
Yeah, that's going to be on Arena starting this week.
Yeah, this week or next week, I think.
Yeah. So it's going to give you another way to play. Now, on Arena, it's going to be a 1v1 format. Arena doesn't have support for multiplayer.
Right.
But that also can impact how you want to build your deck.
Yes.
Right. I know my upgrades are more focused on like a 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, that's
like
fine.
arena kind of play situation.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how you'd rather play, that's up to you. I mean,
yes.
I don't see a problem with playing 1v1 Brawl at all.
Yeah. There were 4 precon decks, and they were Bant, Jund, Esper, and Mardu. Yep. The one we blocked out.
Yeah.
So they kind of give you a wide range of play. These are also reasonable starts if one of the other like 3-color legends from M20 looked interesting.
Yeah, like I know you said the Bant deck could easily be transitioned into a Yarok deck.
Yes, you could easily. There's like 6 white cards in kind of the final list that could easily become black cards.
Yeah.
And so you could play another commander with like the same kind of core, or right, just those like the Mardu. There's a Mardu Angel that could be your commander,
right?
With some of those pieces from the Mardu deck. So there are some things you can do with maybe cards you already have plus these cards, like to make a totally different deck or give it a different feel with a different commander.
Yeah. So like we said, these decks kind of by nature are a more casual format. You don't really have to worry about, being a spike and showing up to your Brawl table and smashing face. That's not really what the decks are about. They're meant to be kind of a palate cleanser from the more competitive formats, right? At least that's how I see it.
I try to win every game I sit down to play.
Sure.
So, sure.
Sometimes you just need a break from playing 40 games against Golos.
Fair.
Of course, Golos could be your Brawl commander also.
I've thought about that. All the cards, Golos.
Yep.
There you go. So before we moved on, we wanted to take a second and just kind of talk about our impressions on how these decks played against each other.
Yeah, we did get to spend a little bit of time with them during the Arena Brawl event.
Yeah. So, I kind of felt like there were times where the decks, depending on the draws, really felt like one deck was favored against another.
Yeah.
So, like, Chulane and, Corval and Alayla, since they have a bunch of flyers.
Yeah.
That was hard for the Chulane deck to deal with because a bunch of big, dumb, green idiots that don't jump very well.
Right.
They just kind of
like the deck doesn't have a ton of great removal.
Yeah. So, like, those decks were, like, hard for Chulane because, like, Alayla would, remove something, get a flyer, and then it would just be, like, a race of, like, okay, I'm going to, like, 4 you or play another removal spell and 6 you for 3 turns, and then you die.
Yeah.
Right, so it was different. So, like, that didn't always feel great. And how did Corval feel against, like, the other decks? Because he played that a lot.
I think Chulane was probably the toughest just because it could keep up with the value game.
Yeah.
It really did not care about anything that the Knights deck did.
No.
You're just going so far over the top of it that it's not close.
Sometimes the Knight decks didn't do anything.
Right, yeah, just nothing.
Yeah. We are super down on the Knights deck.
If you can't tell.
Yeah.
But, like, against Alayla, it was fine. I didn't feel like I was a dog in the matchup at all. But Alayla can certainly have some powerful draws that kind of put you on the back foot also.
Yeah, the thing with Alayla is she was the cheapest, but I think was most integral to the deck actually working.
Yeah.
And so, like, Alayla, and then you, like, cast a removal spell, and then 2 turns later, they cast Alayla again, and you remove it again.
Yeah.
They're so far behind because the 1/1s don't matter against giant flying dragon dinosaur monster.
They just eat them.
Yeah.
Nom.
So, like, just a couple well-timed removal spells kind of would put the deck back, and then they were just kind of spinning their wheels until they got enough mana to cast Alayla again to actually do something.
Yeah. So if you're playing these, like, in a pod with each other, kind of be cognizant of that, where some of the decks have a better matchup against a specific deck.
Yeah. So I can't speak to our changes because they haven't put Brawl on Arena.
Right.
And I think the decks have been out for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's not like we've been like playing a bunch of Brawl.
Yeah, I spent the entire weekend doing this episode, so I have not had a chance to play with them yet.
Yeah. So but at least the stock lists were kind of how the matchups felt.
Yeah.
And the nice deck can win that usually involve like cheesing someone out with like, a creature with a giant set of equipment on it.
Right.
But
I mean, Sir Gwyn is powerful by itself too.
Yeah. Just feel like they made it cost one mana too much. It was like
it's really weird that this is supposed to be the beatdown deck and it's the most expensive one.
Yeah. Like it was like 5 mana instead of 6, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, or like if it was, a 4 mana, like 2/2 or 3/3.
Yeah.
Like that's still fine and a lot more playable, I think.
Yes. So that's how they're gonna play out.
Yeah. And just keep in mind, like these decks aren't the end all be all either. Brawl's thing is that Planeswalkers can be your commanders also. So you can build you can build an Oko deck, you can build a Garruk deck. Was that the big pig coming out there?
No, just like, hey, do you want everyone to hate you? Like, turn 2 Oko is my commander. Make a food, steal your thing next turn. Hey, he's got like 9 loyalty. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, traditionally, like Planeswalkers haven't been great commanders because they don't they affect the board, but they don't really progress you towards winning.
Yeah.
And especially in multiplayer, like the effects are a lot more toned down.
Yeah.
So I really don't know how an Oko deck would play out.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think like heads up, it just seems like, oof.
Yeah, in a 1v1 it'd be tough.
Like, I killed your Oko. Okay, cool. Bring it back next turn. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh god.
So yeah, I mean, you can use any of the Planeswalkers as your commander. There are a bunch of legendary creatures. We just got a legendary uncommon night cycle. We got triple on color. Lord cycle.
The M20 gave us, in the regular set, gave us 1 3-colored legend, and then the Buy a Box promo was the Naya 3-colored legend. So they basically have all 10. Is it 10? Yeah, they have 10 3-color legends in standard right now. So you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yep. There's also 2 5-color legends.
Yeah, Golos and Kenrith.
Yep.
So, Golos is marching his way up in price. You might want to get it on the ground floor.
Oh, I got it on that ground floor.
Yeah. So, the same with Kenrith. Kenrith might have already spiked though.
Yeah, he did. So I think that covers all the decks, right?
I think so.
Yep, this should be all of them. We'll catch you next time. Make sure you check out all of the videos we've done during this series on the Brawl Precon decks.
Yep. Thank you very much.
We'll see ya.